I buy
That's
Mage Slayer.
boring.
Yeah, it's boring. I know. I'm sorry.
Nobody
I'm
wants
sorry.
to see Ember for the 50th game on the last pick.
Oh, well, here it is. Yep. Sorry.
Well.
Our job's to bring this up. And last pick for no one with the Ember Spirit.
You know, the last time we covered Parivision, no one was last pick.
Yep.
And I kept talking about the sniper, and he just went Ember and destroyed the game.
Yep.
And CS as well as he can. Satanic, though, say that he just wants to farm, but they go for Mira. They want this kill. The Tame the Beast, though, hits the fear on both these heroes, and now they're the ones on the run from Toronto, Tokyo.
A lot of
start to stack up. They've got the Impalement Arts that lands. The Blood Grenade is there, and Mira's got the first blood onto the Morphling. Still looking
Emitting.
Kaya first.
Yeah, we'll pick up some of the XP. It was DM, I believe, who picked up. No, it was actually 9 class who picked it up.
Yeah.
The XP rune, Satanic.
Tame the Beast. That'll land. He's fully shifted. Gonna need some help here, but nobody coming over. Now they got the Ice Path reactivated onto Mira. Satanic has a waveform in 2 seconds, so he should be able to get some space. But can he get far enough away? Dual Breath slows him down. Tame the Beast is there, and Satanic's dead again. This is a long chase with nobody coming over. Uh-oh. Kiyotaka again. Trying to jaunt, throws a remnant where he's gonna go, and that's gonna be another kill here for no one. He's got this haste rune, he refilled that bottle, and he is just dominating the mid lane in this matchup.
Go and do stuff. You have Bristleback as your offlaner, which is a bit of a slower one. You have also Phantom Assassin, so she wants to farm her Battle Fury, continue to farm up. DM.
Short on the Burrow Strike. Nightfall jumps over to Mira. They'll have the Illusory Orb. They have themselves a Dream Coil. With the Waning Rift, they've got the Silence. Mira still ends up dead.
Bots, keeping him alive.
Bots keep him alive for a moment, but he ends up dying afterwards. Nightfall gets credit for the kill. The Ice Path on 2. Now Nightfall's in trouble, but the Chaotic Offering from Panto. They'll try to get the kill into the 9 class Tinker, and they will. Panto gets traded by no one. Nightfall chases Ducalis. They've also got this Golem for the Chaotic Offering, chasing this Jakiro. So Nightfall can jump, and Nightfall can kill, but can Nightfall survive against no one on the Ember? They'll go back and forth. The Golem's not hitting no one. They'll still lose Nightfall, but the Golem just stood still.
It wouldn't make a difference, but I'm really liking that he's getting more active on Phantom Assassin. A lot of gold. I respect that. Can we check the Kaya stats on Tinker? This has to be the fastest Kaya by far. Oh, Blink Dagger reveal. Kiyotaka gonna die one more time.
Fastest on this hero by 38 seconds. As this hype. As the treads, they might find DM. There's a hairball, the courier coming over, and Mira, well, he's got the Tame the Beast. They even have the Chaotic Offering, and DM has nowhere to go. Easy kill there for Aurora, happening upon this hero, and farming a little bit deep. And Aurora not afraid to make this jump.
And 3 Essence Rings. These are the stronger items, so
yes.
Not really surprised there. Negative Scepter.
Well, DM caught again. Oof. And he knows he's dead, so he's not going to waste the Epicenter. They'll get yet another kill. Toronto, Tokyo getting credit for that. A little bit of a classic Kiyotaka. 9 class. Getting some Viscous Nasal Goo on him. Chaotic Offering even committed here. Wheel of Wonder again. They get the kill on a 9 class. They Dream Coil even. No one. But the Burrow Strike, the Epicenter, the Sleight of Fist. They'll get away with the Remnant, but DM now needs to leave. Ice Path, as well as the Dual Breath coming through on a lot of these heroes on Aurora, but DM doesn't get that far away. They'll take out the Golem, they'll grab some gold on Satanic. They still want more. DM ends up falling. Nightfall gets credit for that, and we're even at 11 and even on the net worth.
Hype, keeping them alive is of a greater value. You're playing against Bristle, you're playing against Phantom Assassin, so you will have that break available.
They want to go for this.
Roshan is very low.
Very low. Yeah, Age is picked up by Nightfall. They get the kill on Amira, but now Satanic is in. Macropyre laid down. Waning Rift for the silence. But he's fine for the moment. Satanic jumps over to Panto. He turned into the Phantom Assassin. He wants the damage to get the kill here out of the Warlock. The waveform forward and will take him out.
He's in
but
again.
Nightfall kills 9 class. Toronto, Tokyo on the run, putting the Viscous Nasal going to Satanic while Nightfall BKBs and TPs out.
MKB completed on Nightfall. Has BKB available. Let's see if they can get the jump.
For him. They've got the Chaotic Offering. They've got the Dream Coil. They'll go for the jump. They try to get the kill here out of the Morphling, and they will. Satanic just dies. He's got no buyback. Nobody could help him out. 9 class is going to be able to TP away but they lose their Morphling, who is confident enough to stand on the high ground, but maybe misplaced that time.
Yeah, have been made. Maybe waiting for Morphling to get another item, get to his BKB timing.
Satanic goes into the Silver Edge. BKB's been popped, but they're going to look for the damage. The Chaotic offering again, and Satanic is dead. Defense Matrix are not. Again, they are just playing aggressive on the side of Aurora, something that they were able to accomplish against BetBoom so well.
We're looking.
Yeah, that was, what, 9 minutes?
9 minutes in, so.
And then things went radio silent.
Woo, 24 minutes without a single assist on Ember Spirit or a kill involvement.
Kiyotaka's been found. There's the first laser with the Shrink Ray. There's a second one. They get the kill to Kiyotaka. Ducalis will die, and Nigma will TP out. But they are smoked up on the side of Parivision. They might find themselves a target to go for. Toronto Tokyo's not a bad one to get. He's within the Silver Edge, needs to attack soon. Won't have that break, though. Dream Coil on the backline. It's going to go on to no one. They've got the initial laser onto Nightfall, as well as the Tame the Beast. They get the kill to Nightfall, or onto no one. They get the kill onto Ember. They'll look over to Ducalis. They'll find themselves Satanic. AB trying to get away. A big crit from Nightfall, but now Satanic eventually, he might be out of space as he'll try to wait for him and get away by the jump from Nightfall and gets the big crit to take out Satanic.
They're in a lot of trouble. He had Gale Guard, he was sitting at 4,000 HP. And now they're in. No buyback.
They will not have Satanic for a while on the jump. Nightfall trying to get a kill here on a 9 class is successful. It also takes out the other supporter, Ducalis. I mean, there's no way. He just throws the fan of knives, hits him with a bread knife, hits him with a paring knife. They were able to do that to Spirit in the last series for Liquid.
Team, attack one last time.
Buyback from 9 class. Satanic's going to be back up. Ducalis in 5. But can they get anything out of these buybacks? Can they get anything out of these last fights, these respawns, the escape act? Thinking about the epicenter, but it's just Mira. You need to get this kill and maybe hold on to these ultis to look for more. They are down 21,000 net worth, and it is all falling apart for Parivision. That's the dangerous one, though.
Battle Fury, I guess.
You don't die, or you don't get the Aegis, and you do die with the Rapier.
He bought out. He wants to go in.
Burrow Strike, Nightfall goes in, wants to end it right now. Phantom Knife, Sleight of Fist, Searing Chains, that's going to lock up Pantho for a moment, but DM's trying to get away with the BKB. He is in a real bad spot. He's got buyback, but the 2 supports don't. The Dream Coil is going to be used, but no one going after this Ringmaster. Nullifire onto him. Mira getting away. Waveform out. As this is Satanic running away from Toronto Tokyo, who's doing the 1v1 to just try and keep him occupied. Waning Rift, they've got the silence. It's on to no one with the crits. They'll get the kill. He's dead for 95. No buyback. So it's all up to Satanic to hold on.
Nightfall, he's going in.
He's got epicenter. It's going to have to be now. It's now or never, but the throne, it does not look healthy. The Burrow Strike's in. Can they get the kill on a Nightfall? He pops the Satanic. He's got the Fan of Knives. He's got the break for the Silver Edge. But where's the damage? He life steals through, and Satanic will fall. GG is called, and Aurora take game number 1.
This team, it keeps powering up.
You still didn't shut down no one in the lane stage, but I guess that's too much to ask for. You can deal with them later on. Seems like shutting down Satanic and maybe just having, you know, more advantage on your carry to carry matchup might be a way of going at this Parivision team. So very cool to see they brought a new idea on how to beat Parivision, and it actually worked. It's unbelievably good.
Little corrosion here, Mage Slayer there, tank up the fight, find the backline.
I hate to say it, but like normally when I look at these drafts, like Parivision feels like they always get what they wanted. I don't know if they got exactly what they wanted here.
To make this jump and maybe get a kill. Panto was sitting low. Nightfall helping out, has that Stifling Dagger, and there's the tricks of the trade with the Ion Shell. Will go for Ducalis, and the Vacuum will secure that first blood. Mira's still alive. That last tower shot, though, means Satanic can get a return kill. No one at 34-1, and this Nightfall Phantom Assassin, which I was almost certain they weren't going to give back to him at 31-6. Wants to make one more jump on a 9 class, has the Stifling Dagger to get the kill instead. DM comes over to throw that Viscous Nasal going to Nightfall, but he'll jump back to the lane and continue to farm there.
Sentry up is placed. We'll find Observer Ward.
Ricky in some trouble. Mira needs to be very careful with this Nether Ward down. Kiyotaka, though, Remnant forward, gets a trade, kills Ducalis, maybe even thinking about going on to no one, but there's the reflection onto Kiyotaka.
To work with, but they do see him. 9 class, there's not much he can do about it. Can use reflection, and Panto is here.
Thinking about the epicenter, and looking for a burrow strike. Kiyotaka, though, he slided, dodged it, didn't matter.
This.
Kind of probably expected a lot less damage, that's for sure. Over towards mid, maybe going to try and put some extra damage onto the tier 1 tower and take it. But the sleight of fist, the searing chains, the silence is there with the smoke cloud. But reflection, the vacuum, the silence still on no one, but they're going to need some extra help. One more shot, but the Decrepify from Ducalis isn't enough to stop Kiyotaka from getting this kill onto this Sand King. It looks for more. They got to take care of this Nether Ward. Should be a second kill here and will be, as Kiyotaka really just not afraid, going in pretty deep, and he's been playing, I mean, his heat map is across the tier 1. So a couple of odd spells here and there. Gallus is going to throw another blast out, but the tricks of the trade and a Stifling Dagger. Kiyotaka gets the kill and looking for more. But DM's very tanky, a very hard hero to take out, but they're looking for the epicenter. Smoke screen. That's going to be placed onto the Sand King. He couldn't get that extra burrow strike. Now they'll find Mira, but the jump back from Mira, it's going to be through to Kiyotaka. The tricks of the trade trying to leave with the burrow strike. It lands from no one, and they finally get that kill.
This damage from Ember Spirit, Sleight of Fist, and also he applied Mage Slayer, so they didn't have much. 17-1 charges. He needs to be careful.
He wants
this is something that he does
class,
really
but that's
well.
a problem.
Yeah, he baits really well with those Magic 1 charges into Sunder play.
Kind of all right.
It is good. You see Terrorblade getting closer, you can push him away. Same goes for other 3 melee heroes. 9 class, playing on low HP one more time. Satanic.
They want to sunder him so badly. Instead, they find Panto. Then they go in, and they'll try to make this work. They get the kill in a 9 class, but the life drain on Mira, the smoke screen, and a wall committed. Again, another not really effective wall, I would say.
No one. He's invis. Channeling
for the epicenter. Big strike lands on Mira. Will end up dead to Satanic with the right click coming through. But Kiyotaka doesn't have to worry for the epicenter for now. However, there is a life drain. He does slight. He does remnant back to the bridge, and he should have enough space anyway. And no diffusal like maybe we thought.
No, it's also pretty late. Usually you have this farming tool, Iron Shell, so you're getting some farm, you're getting extra bit of a gold from the fights, but for now, he's been used as a bait most of the time.
Epicenter, and no one gets Mira. Ducalis gets Panto. Both supports dead on Aurora. Another big move coming through from...
Get that XP.
He almost left. And now the epicenter, if you baited yourself a little bit, this is a shrine actually taken by Kiyotaka. They get the kill on Mira. Kiyotaka's gonna try and leave. He is slight, he has searing chains, a remnant off to the side, and then another remnant with a burrow strike, and he got him. Kiyotaka caught. Purchase the components, but it's just gonna, he's gonna hold the vitality booster and just go for the shard first. Kiyotaka hit with the nullifier from 9 class, and the dust is used, but Kiyotaka is in trouble. He'll sleight a fist. He's got a remnant if he can run, but he starts to get away. The burrow strike off the mark with the epicenter, and now maybe they've got to turn around the vacuum, putting 2 heroes onto a cliff. Nightfall comes through, tries to get a kill on a no one, but the life drain from a distance isn't enough. Now they will go over to Ducalis. He's decrepified himself. Toronto Tokyo's right on him. Yes, they are stuck. There's nowhere for them to go. They get the kill on Ducalis, and now the Warp Flare sending him back into the hands of Aurora. This is going to be a very dead Bristleback, and they will get a triple kill onto Nightfall. So he's got shard.
They need to survive long enough. As long as they're not getting bursted by Sanking, I think they're going to be fine in the fight.
They'll find Ducalis. This Nether Ward, he is life draining back up pretty high. Oh, Kiyotaka! Never stood a chance. Nightfall now in an odd situation, forced to pop the BKB and TP out. Panto gonna try and TP out as well. Does so in front of all of Parivision.
Toronto Tokyo as well. 3 heroes that didn't die a single time.
And it's 13-13 at 30 minutes. However, that's going to change real quick. Panto will die here to 9 class. Burrow Strike Mira. He's got some help with the tricks of the trade. The damage onto no one from Nightfall. This Phantom Assassin hits really hard if given an opportunity. And you see it right there. They do have the Rod of Atos now for Ricky. Lockdown achieved. Panto, though, dead. Satanic finding another one. Now, they've actually got the silence with the Orchid coming through from 9 class, but he's back into the smoke cloud. They've got the Phantom Knives. They'll hit that break. They'll look for the kill, and they'll take him out, but the BKB's been popped by Nightfall, looking for another.
Once more.
Ducalis gets out of the low ground with that Force Staff. TM, though, now moving forward with Viscous Nasal Goo. Finds Mira, gets a second kill for the side of Parivision. Kiyotaka needs to be very careful. Ducalis is here. There's another blast, and Kiyotaka going to activate that Gale Guard. Be disarmed with that Heaven's Halberd from DM and then back away from the fight. Roche, by the way, they've got this ward. They see Kiyotaka. They want to get him, or at least try to. Now the Orchid, the Nullifier.
He's not getting
one
out of this
toss, and dead. 9 class getting a kill. Worth a lot of gold for this Terrorblade. And they bail. They bail from pit.
They saw the scan.
But Satanic, he blinks away. Nightfall still yet to show himself. They're thinking about the epicenter. But Nightfall's going to go in. He's going to find himself to Ducalis, but the Burrow Strike comes through. That gets the stun onto Nightfall. Life draining him. He's holding onto the BKB as long as he can. They'll go after for 9 class. The toss is up into the air, though. They get the kill to Kiyotaka, who's all alone.
Oh, Sunder, it got Lotus.
In, and now they've got the BKB from the Bristleback. This Nightfall BKB is going to be used. They'll go after no one who's going to pop the epicenter. They go to the tricks of the trade. Toronto Tokyo is going to end up dying here, and Nightfall has to back away. Kiyotaka was soloed out. They're thinking about getting a kill.
Oh, the creep from Rock.
There's
there
the
for a
life
second.
drain. Burrow Strike not going to catch him. Buyback committed from Toronto Tokyo, and Kiyotaka, who just fought back, silence, killed, gone again for 2 minutes. But there's the Harpoon. Lotus disarm onto Nightfall, who tried to survive. He's got the Satanic. He's back to full health.
With the stun.
Toronto Tokyo
ready.
with a 3-man vacuum, but there's the Burrow Strike. It lands onto this Phantom Assassin. They've got the toss. They've got the Decrepify, and they'll start to life drain him, but Nightfall's fine. Toronto Tokyo, though, he's going to die, and they all do not have buyback.
So, never mind, he stopped.
The throne's exposed. He'll watch. He'll try to go, but immediately jumped, killed, gone. We're going to a Game 3 Parivision. Take game number 2.
Pretty much one big team fight, they win it, they lose Divine Rapier. I love the fact that we're seeing so many Divine Rapiers purchases relatively early on, just to be able to get that one big team fight. He was dropping it on the ground.
Because he bought a Shiva's, not a BKB. Nightfall couldn't shine, Toronto Tokyo couldn't shine, Panto Mira couldn't shine, and yeah, it's rough for them. But on the flip side, Parivision, Satanic 7-0, doing really well. I can lip read, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Ricky, yeah.
Ricky versus Storm.
Yeah.
That's a hard lane, I think, but good in the game.
How much damage can he take here is Mira. He's in some trouble. The TP over, and the Treant is there, but is the kill? Yes, it is. Satanic will grab first blood. Each in 5 already for no one, and then their offlaners, of course, Toronto Tokyo on the Magnus, who we've yet to talk about. And is this
a replay?
Oh, is Mira now caught and tame the beast? And another kill here for Parivision. I swear we were watching a replay for a second.
He's playing again, playing very aggressively. Gonna use that glyph, and they're diving.
They're looking for it. The Fatal Bonds and the damage, the Blink Strike, the kill on a no one. And Kiyotaka happy with this.
We've seen Kiyotaka play behind enemy lines, behind the tower. Same goes for no one with the heroes, knowing that they can't really punish this. Skewer back into tier 2 towers. It's a lot of damage.
Satanic even thinking about coming over, which would have been insane.
What did you expect?
I miss the days of RRP.
This has to be one of the shittiest one we've had.
Good bushwhack, keeping him in the silence. Fatal Bonds onto 3 heroes. And the tricks of the trade, they get the kill onto the Ringmaster to start. Chaotic Offering's also going to be dropped down. Panto had that extra with the Black Grimoire. So they'll get 9 class. It's a double kill for Kiyotaka and Satanic. He's actually taking a lot of damage here, and Kiyotaka is ready to make the jump. He'll jump. He's got the golem. He'll have the damage. It's a triple kill and maybe even an ultra kill. No one's got to be a little bit careful. Throws down that static remnant. They still have this golem to work with, but no one has some mana.
Searching.
Ooh, Kiyotaka!
And he found him.
Oh, he found him,
did
and
find
he
him.
died for it.
Good 400 gold for him.
Oh, dear. Nightfall. All right, he's in trouble. Throw strike with a ball lightning and a vortex. Nightfall very dead. They get the kill on the safe lane. Doom, he'll be out for 30 seconds.
They have
It's on the hero for the
an amount of abilities they can pull them in with. Skewer, maybe even Tornado.
There's that
9
defuse.
class, blade.
Oh! Nightfall has to be very careful. Holding on to those charges. Chaotic Offering going to be committed on this. No one still gets the kill on a Panto, but Toronto Tokyo was maybe looking for an opening.
Put more pressure on the map. DM has
find
one
him.
dagger available. If he finds him here, it could be a kill. Talus has blocks ready.
RP used, and that lands on a 2. Great bushwhack follow-up. Easy kills for Aurora. Mira getting the double kill, and they should be able to get to tier 1 tower 2.
We've seen couriers being used, like back in the days. We've seen couriers with Radiance, with Dagon. You need to buy some extra mana.
Satanic?
Kiyotaka. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's sprouted, but he
560
is
gold.
going to be tamed, dusted, and Burrow Strike from DM. Now they're tipping Kiyotaka because they know he's dead. DM gets that kill. The Demon Zeal, especially with the way you want to scale.
Yeah, the way you want to
support.
play as
Yep.
well. If you want to go in and get that Sunder. They see 9 class.
RP, it's actually on a no one, and they'll hit the bushwhack. They go to the Chaotic Offering. The Sunder's not going to be enough to save no one, and now they're going to follow this up, looking for 9 class, who doesn't have a way to Sunder and pull some health, but he is very quick with the Demon Zeal and is able to walk away.
Again, very beautiful spell casting from Aurora.
Break through the BKB, then maybe you could survive, but like you were naming, I mean, there are a lot of things that make it seem very difficult. Ball Lightning, Kiyotaka, he blink strikes to a very ill-advised spot, and all 5 heroes are here for Parivision. Mira also needing to run away. They're going to try and just stack up, get this tower, and they should have it. They'll glyph it.
But this time around, I don't know if BKB is that much needed. Sure, it allows you to maybe try to TP during Doom. But there's so many BKB piercing abilities. This time, it's not going to be baited by the courier. Nightfall really is there.
That's unfortunate. Gonna need to get up a little bit higher, maybe force some fights to get some more experience. But now the RP, it's on a no one and takes him away from Nicholas. There's no escape back. The Wheel of Wonder is not gonna be in time. The Tame the Beast lands on a 2, and 9 class is here, but the Fatal Bonds will connect onto some creeps and not matter much. He blink strikes onto the Terrorblade. There are a lot of heroes nearby. He needs to be very careful. Tricks of the trade, the escape back, Kiyotaka.
If this is not the most classic Kiyotaka move we've seen, at least in this game, there's always a couple of those in every single game.
Quite the Nature's Prophet game. The next one, other than Doom, who's kind of cheating, like this is a huge lead. 9 class is going to die to Kiyotaka. Maybe they get the kill here. They'll use the Doom onto DM and get a second.
Deal with it, but speaking of that,
Yeah, they are.
he's actually gonna go for it. I mean, you have to, because there's no other way around it.
Dust used Satanic Ink. Kiyotaka tricks of the trade, gets to the low ground, but the epicenter of the Burrow Strike comes through on a 2. But they're going to turn this around on a DM with some big damage. Mira's in trouble, though. The epicenter rocks him, and they get the kill on a Mira. That's just one so far, but everybody else on Aurora gets out.
I think you need to have, especially because you're playing right-click Doom. If you were playing it with Radiance, I think you can skip it because you still have some damage, but because you're playing it with Echo Saber, that means that you need to buy that MKB.
Harpoon, quick kill on Nicholas, but Nightfall taking a lot of damage despite the fact that he popped this BKB. They go to the Chaotic Offering on a Satanic. They'll use the BKB and just kind of buy some time to TP out.
Nightfall, he's out.
Yeah, he was out. Panto escapes. Kiyotaka's gone. No one found To everybody's surprise, Mira's again. He's dead, but there's the RP with the horn toss and the Doom committed. They'll get the kill into no one, and now Satanic's gonna fight here with Nukalis. Ringmaster, but they'll take out a second. They'll find Satanic. They've got the damage. They'll get them out of his first life. There's the Refresher Orb activated. They do have themselves an RP, but the Barrel Strike comes through. Toronto Tokyo, though, needs the Skewer, has the RP, but do they have the damage? Radamachos, the Thunder from 9 class, but the Horn Toss, the follow-up, the damage on the Satanic is there. They get the kill. They take the Nature's Prophet, the Barrel Strike on a Nightfall. They'll trade carries. They'll buy back on Satanic, an immediate TP into the fight. The gems on the ground for the side of Parivision to take, but they want to kill these heroes. They don't want to let them off the hook. And of course, again, it's Mira who's dead for the second time.
To run away from the fight, and they also have Observer Ward inside of the enemy base that he just planted.
Horn Toss brings him back, but into a Burrow Strike. Sharpshooter, oh, Toronto Tokyo with the whiff RP! And again, it's Mira, who has been caught for the 13th time.
It works. He tested it out.
Crazy thing about Nature's Prophet inventory, he has Satanic and MKB in the backpack. Now it's MKB, swaps it. All right. Thinking about the epicenter, there's the ball lightning going in with the vortex. The damage is done on the Nightfall, but is it going to be enough with the BKB being popped? They go to the Wheel of Wonder. They get the kill on Pancho and Toronto Tokyo. They both have buyback, though Satanic, they'll lose that first life, but they got the kill on a Nightfall, so they take out the Doom. They'll pause in the middle of the fight, and we'll hold on for a second. There's always a shot, and now we'll have to wait for Toronto Tokyo to come back. He's disconnected for a moment, and Mira, I don't know if this is an official decision from them, but they say we're not playing any further, and they're all
That just might be it. After I said that there's always a chance, well, you never know what can happen.
You gotta unpause to have a chance. You gotta unpause it to try.
That's all, folks. I hope our panel is ready to try to talk about this one.
How do you break down the execution of this play? That's really the potential. I can't wait to hear what they have to at all. I feel like for where they're at in this scenario, they got a pretty good. They have to back off. Like, you're gonna get Refresher Orb back on Magnus. You're gonna get Doom back up. I guess that will now. Yeah. All right. Well, they've finished it off. Parivision with a 2-1 over Aurora. Panel, I can't wait to hear what you're about to say. Richard, take it away.
I mean, put it this way, one of the great things about the Wallachia seasons is it is always cinema one way or another. It doesn't matter even if the games don't deliver, there'll be something periphery to the games that make it an incredible talking point. I mean, just for clarity, just so people at home know, what my understanding is the compromise was made because obviously 37k goal lead, a remake's not ideal.
Yep.
So it was, let's walk back, allow the Doom to respawn, we won't attack your base or do anything. And then apparently Aurora said that's actually not acceptable to us, so we're just going to fall.
All right, well, they've finished it off. Parivision with a 2-1 over Aurora. Panel, I can't wait to hear what you're about to say. Richard, take it away.